effortlessly show 'em skills. Yeah, saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump, rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, is to get rid of 10 steps instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move you. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real, I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill, so it's treacherous, I effortlessly show 'em skills. Yeah, hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show 'em skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Story is treacherous, I effortlessly show 'em skills. Yeah, I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chill. My jewelry code is chill. Story is treacherous, I effortlessly show 'em skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way before the deal.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super out, my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die. let you do if you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me Went up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. I burn the pavement. People wanna know what makes Pops and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock? Like when it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Yo.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And
Three.
you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all ground. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow.
Yo, Mike.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams make due battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He needs 3 touchdowns.
Right, 52's the mic.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Sonny Bates.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Can you get a penalty if you're not, your line is not on
1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and the pressure will get
Oh, my God. They're going to call holding again.
Bruh. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
They're calling holding. What the fuck?
The biggest one of all.
That's the 2nd time in one drive, bro.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's game, baby.
I don't know why I tested Howard, bro.
49 to Mike. Rip right. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Middle. Bravo.
Now Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen.
That's not a safety. Come on, bro. This game. That's a safety, bro.
Preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Like, what the fuck?
The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
No. Check. Move 15.
Check 52's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
They run with Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases that they're able to exploit right
Shit
there.
is annoying, bro.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
He's staying in the
To me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
alert. All day, every day, any day. Check 26, check 20.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's our time. It's our time. Quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Set the tone, defense.
To throw is Rosen. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And a big one across here as he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And now it's Rosen looking and able to find Conley. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check Mike 54.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mama. Come on.
Hug. Hey, Alpha.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking long for Westbrook. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Check 3.
Come on.
Check 3. 36.
Here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw intercept. Back-to-back drives. Let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 14, 14, got it. 3, 52,
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from a...
Watch the safety, front left, front left. Go.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Switch it. Left.
From the gun, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter. Interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check safety. Hey, alert. Crash. Hey, 0.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Here we go.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Breida. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. On 2nd and 12, Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Hunt. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Hunt. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get Monday. Check 24. Play it.
They run right side with Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Cut. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good job right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at it again, Charles.
Are you watching this game? Oh, bro. My game, bro. This nigga keeps getting bailed out, bro. Sonny Biggs, bro. They just called a fucking pass interference. I've been getting called holding all fucking game, bro. Like, it's getting on my nerves, bro.
Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's really getting on my nerves now. Like, this shit is fucking pissing me off.
The line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Bro, he's like blitzing me, but I got the perfect play to score. Bro, I dropped 2 passes in the end zone.
95.
Watch.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. Oh,
I scored, never mind. Look, bro, I could have been doing that the whole game. Come on, bro. Come on. Could have been doing that the whole game. I know how to beat this shit, and this shit is just pissing me off, bro. They not giving me what I'm supposed to be rewarded, bro. Whatever.
Myers connects on the PAT.
Bro, crazy not the word. I'm telling you, bro. This score, he got like at least 6 sacks, bro. He got at least 6 sacks. I got holding like 7 times. I threw 3 interceptions in the whole first half, bro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Yeah, now he's panicking because he's trying to go deep and thinking he's going to get that fucking call. He think he's going to get that call again, bro. He got that bullshit-ass call one time.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen.
He got that bullshit-ass call one time. One time, bro.
The long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Rosen now perfect since the second half started.
They got a bullshit-ass call.
It's 1st and 10.
I've been getting flags all fucking day, bro.
We've got a
this shit is crazy. I couldn't even complete what I had to. 150 yards with this nigga. And I couldn't even do that, bro. Yo, what you want? Trash
so
bucket.
The Dolphins have it as we welcome
Nigga, you barely beat me. Shut
let's
up.
see what they've come up with.
Everybody was talking about you in the party
time
yesterday
to talk
too.
It over. He's gonna let it fly. And this is,
nah.
Oh my goodness, he pulled
We're
it
gonna
in
get kicked out the first
one-handed.
round, so I don't
Last
care.
play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Bruh,
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Nigga, what?
Stopped at the 24-yard
I have DK
line
who has
after
a
gain of
90-something
5.
catching. Of course I'm gonna make that catch, nigga. What the fuck is you talking
They
about?
run again with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, go to.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes
Come on,
if you get success,
and he gets the fucking first,
But no
bro.
success there. They rallied quickly
See what I
on the
mean?
defensive end.
They fucking saving this nigga.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Oh my God!
That's a face
Oh
mask.
my God!
Like
Oh
indeed,
my
here come
God!
the
No, I'm done with this game. I'm not playing no more. I'm not.
And now it's
I'm
1st
not
and
playing
10.
no
A
more.
big
They just
mistake,
gave this
especially when
nigga
you
a
factor
fucking
in the
touchdown
personal
now
foul
because
yardage.
of that. He's about to get a touchdown
They'll
because of that.
toss it to Hunt. And they'll lose yardage
bruh.
here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Oh my God.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
I deadass want to play.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I deadass don't want to play no more.
Hey, defense, let's go. We can have a quarter. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. The ball. Let's keep moving.
He'll look to throw.
He caught it.
This will be caught. Touchdown.
I know exactly where he's going and he catches it.
Minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
I know exactly where he's going.
Oh
my God. I know exactly where he's going.
Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
I know exactly where he's going, bro. That is whack.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, zoom. Check Mike 54. 54.
Nah,
They'll look to throw.
We stopped him. We stopped
To
him.
the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie
This
the
game
game.
is
Now
so
the pressure shifts
trash,
back to the
bro.
defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the
Onside
right
kicks.
call
Let's see if
to
he
try
gets
and
it. If
tie
he
the
gets it,
game
I'm gonna be
there.
so mad.
Kick an extra point, you're still
Out of
down
all the
1.
penalties
What's the
I got-
sense? I like what they did.
Oh, okay. I was finna say.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I was finna say.
What?
Nah, you laughing. I was finna say.
This is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
Bruh.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That'll be complete to Breida. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one
Jeez.
more stop.
Seal their pain.
Oh, it was so
That shit is
important. They
crazy.
just didn't get
Yo.
it done. Wow.
Oh
What a way to
my
finish this one off.
God. This game. This game is crazy.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bruh. So much bailout plays, bruh. Shit makes me so mad.